Alright guys, so right now let's go open Vegas Movie Studio as a very quick tutorial because I cannot go over 15 minutes because I might actually make this video into two parts. So let's, for example, open the new file as I did right now, and I'm gonna select this video as a test. These two functions mean zoom in and zoom out, so if you want to zoom into your video to see like more adjustments you can make, you may as well do that. Now let's start by explaining a little bit about these tabs. Now this is text, this is video overlay, meaning you can put like a couple of videos. You know, you can actually add more tabs to it, I think. And so yeah, the text, the way you put text is you usually go to media generators, and you know, you can put, and this is all the text you can put. You can as well as adjust it, like now I have put it this little thing over here called dropping words, and let's for example change it to Hello Kitty. So when I press play, it just dropped, and as you can see I can adjust how it appears or the scaling of the words. It's pretty useful when you want to make a little presentations videos or you have some kind of a comments of your own to say something to the readers. So and there's a lot more settings to play with, like text color, or if you don't like the animation of dropping words, like right now you see right now something is weird happening. Well, it's pretty slow. So for example, if it's slow, as you can see, my icon changed. So if I press now and drag the video, it's gonna now move a little bit faster. Well, not really. But if you hold Control and then drag it, as you can see, you have this wavelength. So now let's see what happens. It just dropped faster, and it also applies for these videos. So you can not only upload video, you can also upload music and other sound effects. That has to be like, I guess, in an MP3 format or any other format. About this program has a tendency of its own to make videos appear more darker and more contrastish. So you might want to actually adjust the effects of the video, and all effects you can find they're over here in this tab called Video Fix, or Video Effects. I don't know. I just always perceived it as Video Fix. And as you can see, there's other, you know, some effects like grainy, color, screen. You know, here's the brightness and contrast. What we want to do is we want to adjust our video to the brightness, because I'll show you an example how it's gonna look like, at least in my Let's Plays. As you can see, it's very dark, it's very contrastish. You barely can see that chair. You don't even see the color of the chair. It just looks very dark. You know, it looks a kind of smooth, kind of, but yeah, it does. You cannot do pretty much anything about the making of the smoothness of the video. Right now my game was lagging at that time, so it's not fault of the Vegas. So yeah, you want to probably adjust that, maybe checking out by taking a very small fragment of the video from the video game you're playing and then set the specific brightness and contrast and check if it works. Like right now, for example, I'm gonna drag the brightness, and then as you can see I can adjust it all I want, like brightness, you know, contrast center. Basically the contrast, for example, over here might be go much here, or maybe the whole contrast itself. For example, I made it very saturated. If you like the settings, you would usually go to plugin chain and save it by pressing save as. And for example, I have a new package, so it appeared over here, and then usually I'm gonna delete it for now. And usually what would happen if you like the settings, you would usually go to your video. You can either press the symbol, and then as you can see I'm back to the tab with my settings, like I'm back to my Skyrim brightness. If you like, by the way, these settings have worked out for me, so if you want, you might save them. Or Or what you want to do is, if your video is too small, you cannot see the symbols, you can go right mouse click and then video event fix, and then right here it appears, and then you select it and press OK. Another thing though, if you don't like what you did, if you want to revert the action back, you would hold Ctrl and press Z. Like right now I did with the event fix, for example. I have Skyrim brightness. Now if you wanted that to work, you have to close this window and then press Ctrl Z. As you can see, this thing from being green, it came back to white again. That means that all the effects that were there are now gone, and as you can see, it's back. My Skyrim video is back to its original colors. Now, as I told you before, this is effects, right? And there's also other effects like the textures you can add. You can add it to video overlay. For example, I'm adding soft clouds, but right now it's very saturated. You might want to, you know, play with settings a bit. For example, right now I just I decrease them a little bit, and I want to appear my clouds a little bit different, or I want them to, you know, go smoother into appearance. Like right now they just appeared, and then I can make sure that they disappear by, you know, making the video shorter or, you know, slicing it. Like for example right now it was just a little bit cloudy. So yeah, you can play however you want, even with text. And that function I showed you before, like this one, if you see this icon at the top corner of the video, you can drag it, and then as you can see the video appears darker. But that also applies for audio, like here. Let me show you. As you heard, my voice was a little bit quieter in the beginning. Well, it was quiet, as you can see with the statistics, I'll say that. So yeah, that's pretty much about editing in here. It's pretty simple. You can also adjust the voice. For example, volume is just overall voice in your specific video, while center says how much voice you can hear either in one column, you know, these sound columns that allow you to hear the whole game with the whole computer in your room, or in your headphones. For example, right now it's perfectly at the center, but if I were to move it to the right, I might hear a lot more voices coming from my right. In Skyrim it's especially, because in Skyrim how voice settings are, it's that certain voices appear from certain directions in your headphones or in your columns. I'm calling them columns because I don't know what they're called really. You can also adjust like in other movie settings and stuff like that. It's pretty good. It's not too much complex really. And now this is project media. As you can see, I have put the text video, but now they're gone because I deleted them. But he says I had them. So if you put it some kind of a settings in your videos and then you want them back, you can probably drag them and see them again, but I don't want them, so I deleted them. And you can see what videos you uploaded and audio. You basically can drag it up back here anywhere, or like for example I just made the videos a little bit overlapping, and now and I have two voices in that video right now, which is funny. This one is basically your little navigator. I don't use it really. I don't really know what to do with it, so I don't touch it. You can also change the way your video appears. For example, I want to slice up my video. You would usually actually select the video, like right now it's highlighted in blue. Then you would press S on your keyboard, and as you can see, I sliced it. So now I want to make sure my video appears in some way I don't want it to. So, for example, I want it to spin. So I would usually drag it. And then, as you can see, it kind of spinned, but there's a slight problem. The audio, guys, it's not balanced. So now it's kind of sort of balanced. You can, you can always adjust how, it rotates, if it's divided, or like extra spins. Like right now it just spun 3 times, which is awful. You can also drag, you can always drag it up, I think. You know, there's a slight little problem though. You know, you can drag this thing for more spinning and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it about Windows. And when you're satisfied with your little project, oh, by the way, you can upload screenshots over here, here, basically anywhere, and then adjust its length and cut it and, you know, all this sorts of stuff. So if you're satisfied with your project, you know, or you have not finished it, you know, you can save it as a project, like I have right now my Skyrim Let's Plays, and then you might want to make a movie. I usually save it on my hard drive because I don't trust uploading it directly on the website. So, you know, I save it on my hard drive. You pick the folder by browsing or just typing in here, and then you name it. Usually I would name it something like, I don't know, Skyrim Let's Play yab yab yam. And then you would press render, and then it would start adding. Usually if you're like, for example, for me, my videos are about 15 minutes long, a little bit less. It usually takes from 40 to 1 hour to make a single video. So I'm just saying it in advance so that if you might want to do something with the time, either play on another computer or go to internet or, you know, hang out with your friends. The only thing I don't advise is that you play on the same computer while editing a video, because there might be some glitches. For example, for me, it was either I had my screen appear, like over here, I have it appear, but there was no audio, or it was the opposite way, no video, but the audio was there. So yeah, just a warning. Sometimes it might happen, so you might really wanna, I don't know, drag this arrow all the way back here, select the video in here, and then just go make a movie. It just makes me feel comfortable, at least. And yeah, another thing. For example, you don't want to make this for every single video. So what I did, for example, here is I uploaded all my Let's Plays I did in one day. Yes, that's right, I do a lot in one day. So, and I would usually divide them the way I do with my clock and stuff like that. I would put all the Skyrim brightness in there, and then, for example, if I want to make this video, what I would usually do is I would delete these ones. Oh, by the way, don't save the project when you do that, because then you will lose all the data. You'll have to do it over again. So I would press here, then drag my arrow back, and then, you know, I make a movie. And all sorts of things. So yeah, that's pretty much it you have to know about Vegas Movie. It's pretty simple, not too much complex. You know, it's better to play around with it. I hope that all these tutorials helped you to get to know Fraps and Vegas Movie, as well as to get to know, you know, about making Let's Plays, you know, editing videos, making presentations, all that sort of stuff. Oh, and P.S. My dear friend, I hope it helped you, and I give you my regards. Be lucky. I don't know what to say. So yeah, have a great day, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for watching.